Former Kiss guitarist Bruce Kulick recently spoke out, and what he said surprised a lot of fans. In a new interview with Ultimate Guitar, Bruce explained why he will never work with fellow Kiss member Vinnie Vincent again. His words were honest, emotional, and full of frustration. It all started with Creatures Fest 2022, a fan event that brought together some of the most iconic names in Kiss history. The lineup included Bruce Kulick, Vinnie Vincent, and Ace Frehley. Fans were excited. Seeing these three guitarists on the same stage was something rare and special. The event was promoted as a Holy Trinity moment for Kiss lovers. But behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. Bruce said he had high hopes for the show. He was excited about the idea of reuniting with old bandmates and giving fans a night to remember. But soon he realized that things were not going as planned. Vinnie Vincent was given a special spotlight, including a replica of the famous tank stage set from the Creatures of the Night and Lick It Up tours. Kulick didn't even know that the tank would be rolled out. Suddenly, Vinnie was standing on top of it. Bruce was somewhere off to the side and Ace Frehley came after him. It felt disorganized from the start. One of the biggest problems was that there was no drummer. Instead of a live band, they had backing tracks. Bruce and Ace were confused. Who was supposed to count them in? Who was leading the songs? There was no direction, and as Bruce described it, they were left to figure things out on their own. He said he and Ace had a private moment backstage. They both agreed to go through with the show, not for themselves but for the fans. Bruce said, "We made a pact. Ace told me, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it." And we both said, let's do it for the fans. Still, the problems didn't stop. Bruce recalled that Ace's amp went down during Cold Gin, leaving Bruce as the only guitarist still playing. He said it felt surreal, like a strange dream. He even joked that the lighting looked like something out of Star Trek. There were no videos allowed, and things just kept getting weirder. Even though he tried to stay professional, Bruce couldn't ignore what was happening. He said that Vinnie Vincent seemed to be pulling strings behind the scenes, trying to control the event while acting polite on the surface. Bruce asked Vinnie directly what part he was going to play during one of the songs. Vinnie gave a vague answer, saying, "Whatever you want to do, it's your moment." Bruce saw this as a way to avoid responsibility, and it didn't sit right with him. After everything, Bruce made it clear. He said, "I don't wish anything bad on Vinnie, but I have no interest in working with him in any capacity." That's a strong statement from someone who's usually respectful and calm. But for Bruce, the experience at Creatures Fest was too chaotic and unprofessional to repeat. Vinnie Vincent has always been a controversial figure in Kiss history. He was part of the band for just 2 years in the early 80s. Even then, his refusal to sign a proper contract created tension. After leaving, he appeared at a few Kiss-related events in 2018, but never returned as a full-time member. Bruce Kulick, on the other hand, played with Kiss from 1984 to 1996. He was part of the band during the non-makeup years and earned respect for his solid playing and professional attitude. He rarely makes headlines for drama, which makes this story even more surprising. At the end of the day, Bruce's message is simple. The fans deserve better. He didn't want to create more conflict, but he also didn't want to stay silent. Sometimes being honest means stepping away from people who bring chaos, even if they were once part of something great.